Yeah, this is our kind of big yearly update, like we did Next and Beyond. This is it. The fundamental thing is that we have this universe that we built like 4 years ago, and we released it, and we said that thing of, oh, even we don't know what's out there. But it was true to an extent, right? We didn't know the kind of planets people were going to start up on. And then actually, that hasn't been true for the last 4 years for us. We have a ever-evolving game, but that universe has been reasonably static, right? The same terrains and biomes and worlds out there to explore. We've kind of calmed them down, actually. We've removed some of the craziness, if anything. And Origins is kind of, yes, it's another update, but it's kind of a new start for us in some ways. And we kind of wanted to get that across, that this isn't an end. It isn't just, here is an update with some more content in. It's something quite fundamental for us. We're adding more diversity, more variation to that universe, which is something that we haven't really done that much. But also we're adding like literal new planets. We're kind of birthing them into the universe type of thing. But we have this really nice problem, which is we have this universe that the community kind of owns, right? They've built bases on it. They've built, communities. They've gone off and had adventures, made discoveries. And then we come along and we say, well, we want to make new planets, new worlds, we want to freshen all of this up. And so we were trying to find ways to do that without destroying what's gone before. There will be some changes probably to that world that you're on. You may fall asleep on one planet and wake up on a slightly different one, right? But the fundamentals of your base, your progress, that's safe, right? And that was really important to us. No Man's Sky has become like actually more and more popular as a game. More and more people play it every month. And it's very, very popular for people to build little communities and build kind of monuments and things with real meaning to them. And their discoveries, people have more value in them because they've played for like 1,000 hours or whatever. So it created a real problem for us in just continuing to update the game. So this is one of the ways we're solving that. We aren't a level-based game where we just have one new level being added off one corridor or whatever. This is really kind of impactful things that change the gameplay. So it's things like weather systems, right? And they are localized, so you can have lightning and kind of gravity storms, you can have volcanoes, but as well as that, the actual planets themselves, technically what's possible now kind of wasn't possible for us before. So you have really tall mountains, you have like multiple kilometer tall mountains, chasms, deeper oceans, deeper caves, kind of crazier terrain, things that we wanted people to have that feeling of freshness in the universe, right? Like for us to have that moment that I was talking about again, of what we had 4 years ago, where I will be looking at screenshots for the first time in 4 years being like, oh, I didn't know that was possible, or, oh, that's cool, What's really nice about these changes is seeing them affect gameplay. And there's a kind of an emergence of gameplay. So having the idea of the mixture of, oh, I'm on a volcano planet and volcanoes going off, and now this gravity storms coming in, and how those two things combine, and the kind of positives of one and the negatives of another. How do I kind of change my gameplay to adapt to that? So for me, one of the nice things has been playing the game and seeing the way things interact with each other in ways we kind of weren't necessarily designing for, but seeing a little bit of an emergent gameplay from that. It was very important to us that it wasn't just aesthetic. Aesthetic is great in No Man's Sky because it changes, the exploration element, but aesthetic on its own, I don't know, is not the most interesting thing to me, right? I don't want it to just be, before it was green plants and now it's red plants, When we first showed off the game, which was about 4 years before it came out, we had sandworms in the game, and they weren't that fun. It sounds fun, right? Fundamentally, it works really well at a trailer, and it's a cool thing, and it's cool when you see it. But if you play the game for 100 hours and you've got your save, that you really care about, really annoying to be randomly killed by a sandworm, that just appears, right? I mean, the people who hunt for spice and dune or whatever, they know this pain, right? But I think now, and it is something that we've revisited a couple of times, we've found a way to make them, play well with the game, to signpost themselves well, and to kind of fit the environment around them so that it feels, hopefully, fun and in keeping with the rest of the game. We often have key things that we're doing that we know no one is asking for, but we feel are fundamentally important for the game. So like this time around, we've revisited the UI and changed it visually and also kind of tightened it up to make it flow nicer. People weren't generally asking for that, but I think it has a real impact on the game and fundamentally kind of helps how the game plays. You spend a lot of time in and out of the UI. So for me, that adds a lot of freshness. But yeah, this is our kind of big yearly update, like we did Next and Beyond. This is a big one that a bunch of the team's been working on for a while. But yeah, we still have more things coming this year. We're all locked in our houses now. So what else can we do? Just make games.